for people who are probably new, they don't know who you are yet.
Yeah.
If you don't yet follow, you
Yeah,
should
highly
be
recommend.
following.
But yeah, we should
Okay.
probably start with some form of intro.
Oh
Maybe, I
yeah.
don't know,
Before
if
Okay.
we
you want
just
to introduce yourself?
That's cool. Yeah. My name is Phat. I had a hemorrhagic stroke in 2021 when I was 36, and so it got me to start the page I'm on right now is Hope for Stroke Survivors, because at that time I just felt like I didn't want to consume like certain things, and I kind of want to create my own. And I really like survivor stories or comeback stories.
Mm-hmm.
So then
totally.
I just started doing that for myself, and then I just started
And
sharing. Yeah.
where do you live, Phat? And where were you when the stroke happened in
Oh,
2021?
I live in Arizona, in Phoenix or Chandler, and I
Oh,
was at home at the time.
thank
Yeah, and
heavens.
I didn't realize I was having a stroke, but one of the
So you were how old
I
when you had the stroke?
was 36, and
Okay,
so
still very young.
Yeah, that's still
yeah,
quite young for a stroke.
yeah, I didn't have any pre-existing conditions, and as far as what the doctors, they couldn't figure out like how I had the stroke,
So
and
they don't know
so
what caused it
yeah,
still?
they still
Wow.
don't know what caused it. But I also haven't done too much work to like look into it.
Okay.
I know some people do spend a lot of time. I think I'm just like focused on recovery, and
Totally.
I heard that about 40% of stroke survivors, their strokes are cryptogenic, which means they can't figure out like the cause exactly.
Mm.
But
So is there potentially then a risk that you would have one again if they don't know what caused it? Or
you know what? I do have my ideas, but then also, yeah, I think all the regular risks, as far as, like the regular things like cholesterol, blood pressure, I think those things I try to keep it in mind still.
Hmm.
And I'm like slowly, like, oh, I built myself up, and I'm slowly just doing those things to stay on top of it. Yeah, but yeah, I think there is still a risk, and, I do think
mm.
about it, but I just try my best. I think that's all I can
And
do.
focus on moving forward in the recovery, which I know your page is a lot about. But what kinds of, like, since I'm curious to know, since you had the stroke, what kinds of forms of rehab have you had to do?
Yeah, I have done um, probably all the types of rehabs. I didn't realize, all this stuff existed, but like PT, OT, speech therapy, I think vision therapy, I did that more recently. And then, yeah, I don't remember exactly the other ones, but I think those are the main ones.
So it affected
Okay.
your
And
vision
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, my vision was really affected. I think, well, I still have double vision, but in the beginning, my double vision was so bad that I couldn't even do like the regular test to pass,
I
the vision.
also had the double
Oh,
Vision. Did you
oh,
have
you
to
did?
wear prism lenses?
Yeah, these are prism lenses.
Yep.
Yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah.
I've figured out how to wear them, and I just, you kind of know like where everything's at, but I still have
You
like,
adapt.
yeah,
It's
yeah, adapt. That's a big
so
one.
crazy what you can adapt to. I remember with my eye crossed in, it's like people were like, "What?" And you just,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
So you both
Maddie had
experienced
a
it.
I
surgery.
did, yeah.
Oh,
Have they ever discussed that with you,
you know
possibly?
what? They said what do you call it? Is potential, or it's
Mm-hmm.
an option, but I feel like things are still changing, so I'm just
I
still doing everything
think,
naturally.
and I feel like that's part of it too. Like I remember, so I did get bilateral strabismus surgery to kind of correct both the double vision and the horizontal and vertical misalignment of my eyes. But it wasn't
Oh,
something that I could do right away. I had to, they wanted me to wait like 1 to 2 years for my double vision to stabilize before I got the surgery. But honestly, it made all the difference because I can wear contacts now, which is
oh,
huge.
okay.
So that was like a hugely important thing for me because, I mean, I have
Oh,
glasses.
yeah.
I still have glasses. I love my glasses, but I like being able to wear contacts as well.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Sometimes, like before this, I hated wearing glasses, but I mean, now I always wear them. now I'm so used to it. But at the same time, you know, it would be nice to not have it, and so I can see why you do that.
There's a question for you here, Phat. It
Okay.
says, do you have any kind of paresis? Like paralysis
Paresis. Oh,
on, like, do you have
paralysis?
any? Yeah.
Oh,
You
yes.
know,
Oh,
no, I don't have any paralysis.
So
that's
you're not,
amazing.
you don't have hemiparesis, or like, do you have a side that doesn't work as well or anything
Yeah,
like
I
that?
do. The left side doesn't work as good, and so a lot of times I tend to use my dominant side, and so my left
Mm-hmm.
side is a lot slower. I think the fine dexterity. I do
Mhm.
still have tremors. I think the stamina. I mean, I think just looking at it, like glancing at it, you know, it's harder to notice, but you know, I tend to use my dominant side.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I start using my left, it kind of changes everything and I kind of get off balance and stuff.
Okay, but so you don't really have many noticeable affects that way when it
Yeah,
comes to like
not
your
anymore.
hand
That's,
or arm.
Yeah.
that's
That's
incredible.
yeah,
No,
that's
Physically,
huge.
yeah.
yeah, in the beginning it was, you know, there was a lot more spasticity and
Hmm.
different things, but I have done things to slowly, you know, build it up. Some things I kind
That's
So
of
awesome.
made
awesome.
up, but yeah,
And that's
But that's it takes being creative. Yeah, the
exactly.
healing. And so it's so nice to hear from other survivors where they're like, well, I did something different, you know, and to see progress. And I really love that you made your page so it's inspirational. You're like, this is what I want to see. So you cultivated it that way. Oh, someone's
yeah.
asking, do you have
Thank you.
fogginess?
Oh yeah, I do
So
have fogginess. It's more like neuro
Mm-hmm.
fatigue. I feel like that's kind of related, and I think you know we all have. But this is more apparent now. But we all have so much energy to expand in a day, and then once I hit this point, you
Right.
know, it's
Oh,
very
definitely.
very hard to focus or even think clearly, and
yeah.
so I do still have that. You know, but on
That leads
the
me that leads me to ask another related question.
yeah,
Do you work? Because a lot of people will ask too about the after stroke, like with cognitive fatigue and whatnot. So I always like to talk about that.
yeah, you know, I do work. I've been working. I had 2 years that I wasn't working, but now I'm working. I think it's about 2 years now. And so at first I was like starting small, and I think I worked about 4 hours a day,
Was
five
it in
days
the
a week.
same type of job you had before, or you tried something
Yeah,
new?
it was the same job. So I'm fortunate that I had a really, you know, good relationship with everyone, and they held the job for me while,
That's
you know, I was going through, you know,
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm very
So good to
grateful
hear
for that.
stories like that because we usually hear the opposite. So I love hearing when you're
Hmm.
like, no, I had a job that gave me the space and the time, and like you were able to build yourself back up to like working. That's
Yeah, I think
amazing.
that made a big difference, you know, and I feel really
Mhm.
grateful. So I
I
was doing disability and stuff.
I like that you said that a lot because it's something that I've personally felt as well and
Hmm.
agree with. And when people, because I also started working within a little less than 2 years after I had the stroke. And a lot
Yeah.
of times people will ask, like, how did you know that you were ready? And for me, I
Uh-huh.
didn't. No, I was right. I was like, I'm just going to do
Me
this and
neither,
try.
yeah.
I might flounder and fail, but like, then at least I've tried it and I know. And like, luckily I was able to do it and I could, I can work a whole day and that's fine. Like my fatigue doesn't really impede me that much from that. But I'm
Yeah.
curious to hear from your perspective as well, like going back to work. Did you know you were
Oh.
ready? What made you decide that
Yeah.
you could do it?
You know, I think a part of me was just anxious and I wanted to, and I felt bad at the same time because I was gone,
Okay.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to rebuild myself.
Hmm.
But then at the same time, I wasn't
Yeah.
ready. I think, you know, like in the beginning, you're like, oh yeah, a year, no problem, you know, but even you think recovery takes really fast, but even after that time,
There.
I don't think I was ready because, but it did help me learn and grow a lot.
And
It helps you heal and you're like in a rush for normalcy to like get back to it. But also, like, I'm glad you did say like you were back in it and it was very helpful, but it was also too soon and like you were
Yeah.
not quite ready. Like you think you're ready, but you're still not.
Yeah, it was just like that. Yeah, I went back and I was like, wait, I can't do a lot of things. I couldn't like type, you know, because
yes,
my
yeah.
affected side was still really, you
But
know.
you don't really even need to be
Yeah.
honest.
You're
You
Now
can
right.
you
You
do it
get to
with
know,
talk
just
to
I
one
found out
hand.
there's a lot of different tools now.
Exactly.
did
Someone
you
also asked, oh,
yeah.
Sorry, do you still go to PT and OT while working? Are you still
You
doing
know
any
what?
therapies?
I'm not paying for it because it got really
Yeah.
expensive, so I do it on my own.
Okay.
But I do something every day. I think PT, however, I feel like it's kind of merged. But yeah, I do something every day, and I think yeah, I have one like at my place. There's like a small personal gym, and I also go to the gym.
Oh,
So smart.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
And that,
so great to get different exercises and just the constant engagement of your affected side. And like, even if it's not that affected, it's still use it or lose it,
yeah.
right? So the more we
yeah,
keep using it and engaging, obviously, the better.
yeah. When I think about it, like I just started out just really small, like maybe I think I was like just hanging on like a pull-up bar or something, but then I
Nice.
slowly built it up. So I think even baby steps, I just want to mention is a big deal because
Absolutely.
that's how I started.
Yeah, and someone here commented as well. I 100%, I still feel that a year later that I'm not ready, but I gotta do it. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta take the leap. And
100.
Yeah.
you could start small, like you were just saying,
Yeah.
Fat. Like start
Uh-huh.
small, maybe start with a part-time job or like,
Yeah.
volunteering for like a few hours once a week or something, and you can build up from there. So then at least you're
Yeah.
kind of dipping your toes in the water.
I'm
I did
I'm
that.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that. Yeah, because I actually volunteered at first, just doing like little
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I know at that time, I had a lot of pushback from like people, and my family was wondering like, "What are you doing?" But I just felt like it would be good. They're like, "Oh, it's free. You're not getting paid."
Yeah.
But I felt like it was good to kind of keep myself active and kind of follow a schedule a little bit. And yeah, so I did volunteer in the beginning.
That's incredible. And so when you went back to work, they said 4 hours. Was that like you got to choose? Did your doctor? I just like to ask because it's so different for all
Yeah,
of us.
no,
And
no
like, was
problem.
your work?
Yeah, I actually, at that time, I was working with a vision therapist, so we were talking about details and just she was doing a lot of tests and different things on me and to see what I can, withstand. And so we worked together to figure out what was best.
Oh, that's so cool
It's
to hear. I see a
good.
question. Did you lose any lack of feeling on your affected side?
Yeah, I did. I still feel like there is a lack of feeling. And so, yeah, I just continue to try to change it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll walk on different surfaces, or
Mm-hmm.
it's not level or something. I remember when I would go from like the sidewalk to the street or something, that transition was a big like difference,
Do
and
you
it
need
would
to wear a
throw me off.
brace or anything?
You know what? I didn't. I had drop
Oh,
foot in the
Uh-huh.
beginning, but I never wore a brace.
okay.
I, looking back, I should have worn a brace, but they never gave me one.
How like so many people, it's like, why didn't you have that? I'm like, my eye patch, they didn't give me one. Like I used a sleep mask and then they finally gave it to me like the
Yeah.
last day.
Oh my God.
But with the numbness and stuff, do you ever have like phantom like just tingles or anything?
Sensations.
Yeah. I just always ask everybody because I still do.
Just,
So I'm like, do you? It's just
you
interesting.
know what? Maybe I'm not sure about the tingles,
Okay.
but, like
Um,
I'll have pain like
oh,
on that side. Like it
okay.
really tightens up and I'll have pain and, I have to do different things, especially like on the bottom of my foot, my
Mhm.
affected side. I'll like in the mornings, I have this little like tennis ball and I'll just roll my foot on it.
Wow.
Oh,
Like,
that's
So
that's
nice to hear.
cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
Do
put
you
it right where I brush my teeth, and so I'll just brush my teeth
love
And
that
with
habit
my
get some
stack?
reps in.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Atomic
That's
I'll
so
use my
habits.
good.
affected side now, to try to
Good.
train it up
Good.
instead of my dominant side to brush my teeth.
I just saw a couple comments. It's a shame how PTOT is a necessity for many, but it's so difficult for many to afford due to
Mm.
income or earn insurance changes. I
Yeah,
think all of us, that's what it's like
big time.
everyone, we would love to have more, or you're like, oh, that was really working, like neurofeedback, all these different things, but they sadly don't cover it. So sad, yeah, it is, but getting creative, like Phil was saying, just going and going to the gym, doing the tennis ball, that's like really smart while you're brushing your teeth. I've been trying to do the brush my teeth with the other side because they say like for
Oh
your
yeah.
brain it helps it. I still go over with the other
Me too.
because
I
I'm
do
like
the
I don't
same thing. Yeah, it's
okay.
like you gotta like push
You
yourself sometimes
know
or
what's
force.
interesting on that note? I went to the dentist recently, and every single time, I don't have any cavities or anything. They always say, "Oh, your teeth are great," but you don't brush the left side of your mouth as well as the other side.
Oh, oh
So just
yeah.
try to like be
Okay.
better about getting the full side of it. I'm like, oh.
Like all
So
the
every
plaque is
time
on
they
one
tell
side.
me,
I'm just kidding.
That's right.
now you know. I
So oh my gosh, I can't feel my whole right foot. It's so weird. So we're all sharing. This is a good question. Can
Oh,
you feel temperature on your affected side, Fat? Can I
yeah.
wonder
I
if that will come back?
I can feel temperature.
Okay.
There
Do
is a
you, because I have to
delay
ask,
though.
Maddie said on her affected side, she's gotten more sunburnt. Have you
Yeah, I get
noticed? Do
burnt on
you
the side.
like,
Oh, you know what? I don't get a lot of sun, but my skin is really sensitive, so I haven't
okay,
noticed that yet.
love the
Yeah, no,
Honestly,
I notice it whenever I go to the beach or anything. It's like so much more now. My left side, like, is very sensitive and like will burn. Like, I need to reapply the lotion much more frequently on that side.
oh, that's good to know. You know, my left ear, my affected side,
honest.
has more earwax.
Mine
Oh, so
does.
that
I
is
think mine does
Mine
too. Mine
does,
does
yeah.
too.
I like when I clean it, the left
yeah.
side is like,
It's
yeah, it's like
so
more dirty.
weird.
Think
Yeah,
it's so interesting. It gets different tan on each. Like we just like to share this because we're all so different. But when you hear from other
yeah,
survivors, you're like, oh, you still because like the face numbness. Other people said they still deal with that, and it's just nice to hear sometimes
yeah,
that
it
other
is.
people.
Cause I don't hear about this stuff, so I'm like, okay, I'm just dealing with it.
Yeah, and
At
like
first, I wasn't sure why my left side had more earwax. I'm like, what's wrong with
different
me?
sensation levels too. Like, at least for me, I know I definitely have impaired sensation on my left side, so I don't feel as much. So like, if hot temperatures and stuff like that, like I have to be really careful because
Oh yeah.
I've gotten burned before because I didn't know that I put my hand on like a heater or something.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
still have a scar
I
from
can
when
see
I
that.
did that. And it was just, I didn't feel it. And then everyone was freaking out. Oh my gosh, Maddie, like your hand is so burnt, whatever. I was like, oh, I didn't even know. Not good, not good.
No, I feel like I've done like other stuff like that, and it's unfortunate, but you learn the hard way.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people I've gotten burned as well. Yep,
Oh yeah,
they.
definitely. It's just something to be careful about, right? And
Yeah, big time.
reapply your sun, reapply your sunscreen. That's my major takeaway.
Oh, by with in regards to the sun, I do get heat rashes, so
Okay.
sometimes I just gotta
Oh,
like,
heat rashes.
So I think a
yeah.
lot of us, is it like I feel like I can't regulate my temperature as well anymore. Like once I
Yes,
get hot, I like
definitely.
overheat very easily. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I feel that sometimes. I wasn't, sure if it was from the
If
stroke.
I
it's,
think it is like something maybe with like the nerves getting like
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
impaired somehow. At least is what I'm thinking. I don't
makes
know, so
sense.
no one quote me on this, but I
Yeah.
feel like there's like some nerve issue that it's same with me that I don't feel as well or notice.
I
I mean,
think
I
that makes
know.
sense
Yeah,
too.
the one when I asked him why all these things, he's like, "Well, when blood hits your brain, it changes it. So there's things that
Hmm.
can be different. They can get better with time. Sometimes it's
Hmm.
permanent. We don't know. So it's just a fun. I was like, I always say it's like a game of Clue. Like I don't
Yeah,
know who's in the hallway.
exactly. It's a surprise. Yeah, someone
Yeah, I
else says
know.
I keep myself inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
So
yeah.
That
I
too.
Especially here, it's so hot.
a
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
big
say in
heat. Do you
Phoenix,
wear
yeah.
hats? I see you with a hat on
I
a
do.
lot.
I do
So
wear
okay.
hats a lot. I
Yep.
feel like I was wearing them so much that, yeah, I'm like, okay, I need to change it up. But I just recently I made a Hope for Stroke Survivors hat. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw you in it. It looks so good. And you should also talk about, so not only is his page, guys, so inspirational, you probably already following it. What's so funny is everyone doesn't know, like, it's Phat.
You,
You're the guy behind it, because I was like, yeah, I know that page. And I'm like, oh my God, you're you. Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
So
funny.
it's really cool that you
that's
have that.
funny.
And then you just started your page for your dog now,
Oh,
right?
you know
Did
what?
you say that?
I started a while ago, but I
Oh,
just
okay.
didn't post that much.
Well, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
give it a shout out so
Exactly.
that he can get some
Give it to,
follows too.
let's give
Oh,
Murphy
here
a
you
big
go,
shout
Murphy.
out here. Everyone
Yeah.
follow Murphy. Aw. I wish he could talk and tell us about
No, yeah. But
what
yeah,
it's
this
like
guy,
being a dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's enjoying his life. I'm like, oh, he's just like sleeping and laying around.
Right.
I
But pets are so healing. I mean, I know Maddie, you guys got a puppy, so it's been really awesome to watch.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
You
my
know what?
parents do.
Yeah,
I
your
wish
parent.
I could have a pet,
Sorry.
but my apartment's super tiny.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
And you
You know,
travel
it is
so
a
much.
lot of work.
that's
Honestly, girl,
true.
you cannot have a
Yeah, you
dog. You
do
could have a
travel.
cat, maybe.
Hey,
That's true.
Jerry.
With the travel, it's like I'd be end up paying
So much.
too
That's why
much to
everyone always
board
Yeah,
it
asks.
every other week.
Yeah.
that's
It's
true. Yeah.
Patrick or me. We never can travel at the same time. I'm like, we have too many
Right.
animals. Like, there's no
That's true.
way.
Well, you have like a
Yeah.
million, so
Um,
That is true.
right there.
But yeah, you know,
kitties.
it kind of pushes you to like, it pushes me to like go out
Right?
and take care of him and
Do you
stuff,
take
you
him
know.
for walks outside?
Yeah, you know what? That's what I try to do that every Sunday
Ah, no.
normally. Yeah.
Have
But
you
right
done
now
it
it's kind of hot,
already,
so.
or you do it after this?
Oh, I haven't done it yet. Like now I gotta wait till the sun
It's,
sets,
yeah,
so that's
Mm,
it's
like,
too
too
hot.
hot.
because it is super hot, and
You know,
Yes.
yeah, so
I know you
then,
asked me this the other day, but I haven't yet been to Arizona yet. So I'm hoping to get
oh,
there
okay.
at some point soon to meet up.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just wait. Right now it's not really a good time.
Not this season, I guess.
Yeah,
Too
it's
hot,
kind of
right?
dangerous actually.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
it's awesome to relate to others.
Um,
Thankful for this. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to connect with other survivors. And so we're very glad that you were able to come by. On Sundays, me and Maddie get together. If you would like to share your story, just like Phat did, you can message us and let us know.
mhm.
Also, head over to his page. I know you've been doing interviews too, and it's just really cool because we all have different stories. And I can tell you, as someone who's told her story lots of different times, people always ask me different questions, and sometimes I find different areas of healing that I didn't even know. So please keep asking the questions, keep
Yeah.
So
connecting.
true. Yeah.
Um, any last words you want to add with
You know
that?
what? Yeah, as far as my stroke, there was a lot of complications and stuff. Sorry, I don't know if I went into it a lot, but yeah, normally I kind of just rush over it really fast. But I just want to say to you guys though, yeah, because I remember in the beginning it was so different, and I think it was your page, Maddie, that I found first. I was like, wow, and then from there I found all you guys too, and the community is just awesome, and for me to see that stuff, it really helped Tawnie, you too, and so I just want to thank you both. So yeah, I feel
Oh,
like it's a
thank
big
you.
part to do with it. Yeah.
This community truly is amazing, and I know it's not something that any of us wanted to be a part of, but it is truly the cool kids club.
Yeah.
So,
Once
Yeah,
you're
we
in,
make
the
the best
dues are
of
really
it.
high, but once you're in, like it's some really good people and some really good
Just
vibes.
think, if we didn't all have strokes,
We would
we
have
never
never
would
met.
have met each other.
I
Nope.
How
know.
crazy is that?
Right. Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
I would have just been doing what I was doing before. So yeah, this
Exactly.
is
So, look at the silver linings, right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, I know you guys are good at that.
We
Yeah.
try our best.
We
But
try.
anyways, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everyone follow Fat Hope for Stroke Survivors
Yeah. Yeah. You can
Instagram.
follow Hope for Stroke Survivors or my personal page.
Sounds good. And yeah, shoot us a message if you want to come on to our Survivor Sunday in a future week. And hope everyone has a great week ahead. Stay
All
cool
right,
if
guys.
it's hot where you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.